Huh? Do you have any idea about how you see, how you move away? Actually, what you're supposed to know that everything you do is based on chemical reaction in your cells. Okay, your vision, your talking, your movement, all of this based on chemical reactions in your cells, right? And these chemical reactions, as you know, powered by the ATP, the energy form of the cells, right? And we said when we had studied the molecules, macromolecules, we said like such as
Assalamu
carbohydrates.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Such as carbohydrates it's a daily source of energy for the cells, and even lipids, and also proteins. But proteins is not main source of energy. It could be used to get energy in the cell in case of starvation. If there's a starvation in the body start gets energy from proteins burning. Okay. Anyway, the idea that,
Sir, I can't hear you. Can you please increase your volume?
sorry,
Please, can you please increase your volume?
is my volume away?
Volume is kind of low.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. What about now? Is it clear?
That's
Nah, still the same.
Clear?
Still pretty low.
Clear?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah,
Nice.
but
It's okay, sir.
it's
okay.
it's a clear as like Aruk voice. Speak Aruk.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, is it
yeah,
like
it's
that?
clear.
Yeah, good.
It's clear.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no echo like or something.
Yeah.
No.
Nah.
Oh, very good. Okay, guys. So as we said that inside your cells, uncountable, unlimited chemical reactions numbers there, which are used to do the actions of the cells, and as well, it's the function of the organs. For example, your eye organ is functioning by the cells actions in the eye. Okay. It's important so to study how the cells control the chemical reactions. Okay. And it's important to study details about the chemical reactions and what are the parts of chemical reactions and how it's controlled. Okay, this is our class for today.
Yeah.
Where is the PowerPoint? Wait. Yes. Okay, here in this lesson, inshallah, we need to study the chemical reactions and enzymes. You talk, you talk many lessons before in a grade 8, 7, or 6 about the chemical reactions and enzymes. Today, it's just repeating with more information. Remember, the chemical reaction is a process that change one set of chemicals into another sets of chemicals. So change of chemicals, right? Or if you remember, we said this in before, chemical reaction is break down bonds between atoms in the chemical and rearrange the bonds to form another chemical uh, molecules, right? Here, some chemical reactions occur slowly. Some chemical reactions occur very slowly, such as the combination of iron and oxygen to form iron oxide, or which we call the rust. You know, rusting of iron does not happen in 1 or 2 days, or it needs months, right, to occur, or more sometimes. It's very slow reaction. Other reactions occur quickly. For example, when hydrogen gas is ignited in the presence of oxygen. So this reaction is rapid and explosive. The elements or compounds that enter into chemical reaction are known as reactants. Okay, we just said iron with oxygen, right? It gives the rust. Okay, the rust. The iron and the oxygen, we call them reactants. That's chemicals react together, okay? And the elements or compounds produced by this chemical reaction, what we called it, product. So we have reactants and products. Okay, who remember what are the reactants in cellular respiration? Quickly, huh? Cellular respiration. What are the reactants of, raise hands, please. Or in chat, quickly in chat. Give me the answer in chat. Or if you like to
Please, you
speak.
repeat the question.
Again, what are the reactants of respiration? Cellular respiration. We took it in grade 8. If you have answer, you can write it in the chat. Yeah, Balaji give answer.
Mister, what's the question again?
What are the reactants, not the product, the reactants of cellular respiration in the cells? The reactants of cellular respiration. Balaji said, oh wait, let me wait for the other answers. Quickly guys, yalla, 10 seconds. Just give me the reactants. A plus B, that's it. Cellular respiration, just cellular, not photosynthesis. I'm asking for the reactants of cellular respiration. If you remember the equation of cellular respiration, you're supposed to know what are the reactants. Okay, I see answers from the beginning. Let's go. Okay, Balaji, give me C6H12O6. That's not only the reactant. Yusuf Al-Jabri said oxygen and glucose.
Sir, I put it below.
That's
C6.
correct, Yusuf Al-Jabri. Balaji added the second reactant, O2. So now correct, glucose and or monosaccharide. Now it's wrong to say glucose because not only glucose, the cellular respiration, because we have studied before C6H12O6 is not only glucose. It could be galactose, could be fructose, right? So it's better to say sugar, okay? But usually when we study cellular respiration, we focus on the glucose because it's the easiest one or the simplest one, the model one. Anyway, Balaji said C6H12O6 plus O2, okay. Yusuf Al-Jabri, oxygen, glucose, okay. Tijan said oxygen, glucose. Farhan, oxygen, glucose. Muhammad Abu Ghandar, sugar, water. Wrong, yeah, Abu Ghandar. Not water. Tijan said oxygen, glucose. Diego, oxygen, glucose. Abdullah Malik, glucose only. There's oxygen, Abdullah Malik. Muhammad Abu Ghandar, again, give me C6H12O6 plus H2O. No, H2O is not reactant. Farhan, oxygen and glucose. Hassan said, Sir, I don't know what Hassan is doing. Abdullah Barudi, oxygen, glucose. Hassan, oxygen and glucose. Tijan, C6H12O6 plus O2. Hassan, give me question mark. Hassan, what do you want, Habibi? Hassan Allam. Aruk said glucose and oxygen. Iyad, oxygen, glucose. Abdullah Malik, oxygen alone. Aruk said glucose, oxygen, sunlight. Oh, I don't think. No, I know. It's wrong. Sunlight is not reactant, Aruk. Not required in cellular respiration, by the way. If it's required, so it means that your cells need light to do its work. Farhan, again repeated. Okay, Tijan, oh good. Tijan gave me all full equation of cell respiration. He gave me the reactants and the products, but actually I'll give him X because you have to stuck with the question. The question said, give me the reactants only. So your answer wrong. You are giving reactants and products, and you didn't mention which of them is the reactant. Farhan, same idea of Tejan. He gave me full equation. Faris, oxygen and glucose. So guys, that's correct, all of you. Mustafa, H12, C6H12O6 plus O2. Okay. Abdullah Malik, Faizan. Okay, that's correct, guys. So as you see, the reactants of the cell respiration, it's the oxygen and sugar. The elements or compounds, the elements, or by the way, you can say nutrient even, because cellular respiration could be on not only the sugars. Cell respiration could be for lipids, right? The cell can make respiration for the lipids, can make respiration even for the protein, okay? But we said that during studying the cellular respiration, we take the simplest and the model respiration, it's the respiration of sugar or glucose. But actually what you're supposed to know, the cellular respiration is for carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, okay? All of them can be respired, or let's say burned in the cell. The elements or compounds produced by a chemical reaction are known as product, okay? What happens to chemical bonds during chemical reactions? Raise your hand if you want to answer. I see one hand. Again, the question in front of you, you can read it. What is happening, or what happens to the chemical bonds during the chemical reaction? Let's see. Answer of only 3 guys. I would 3 guys, 4 guys. What about the others? Come on. Yes, Abdullah Malik. I want to register the names of students who participate with us. To give, yes.
So what happens is,
Yes.
when they react together, when they bond with each other, their chemicals break down.
Yes.
Chemicals break down, and then they reform as one. They reform, like the structure becomes one.
Is it always becomes one?
No, sometimes.
So rearrange. You can say in general.
Rearrange.
Yeah, rearrange. Excellent. That's correct. Who has another idea? Open your mic and speak if you have another idea. Or if you
it changes the whole properties of 2 elements.
You are excellent, Basir. The question asking about the bonds itself, right? So changing the bonds in the structure lead to change what? Lead to change the properties. As yeah, excellent, Abu Ghandar, excellent, Abu Ghandar. So back here, second, give me a second. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So chemical reactions always involve change in the chemical bonds that join atoms in compounds. Okay, energy. Before I go, energy, as we said, so the bonds are broken down, then rearranged in different ways, so that could lead to form different compounds. Because as you studied in the beginning last week, that the compounds formed by bonds between the atoms, right? So if you change the bonding way, so the compounds will be different. And we took examples of isomers, if you remember, the isomers of monosaccharides, glucose, galactose, fructose, right? Glucose, fructose, and galactose all are C6H12 O6, same number of atoms, but they are different in the way of bonding, how the atoms bonded to each other, okay? Energy in reactions. What is the energy in reactions? Look at this. Energy is released or absorbed whenever chemical bonds form or broken. Remember this, formation of bonds need energy. Breakdown of the bond give off energy. So you can now imagine what is the cellular respiration. Cellular respiration, which we just mentioned, the reactants of cell respiration, glucose and oxygen, it's actually breakdown of the glucose, breakdown of the sugar, right? Means break down the bonds in the glucose that give off energy. Got it? In general, now we are talking in general, not only cell respiration, the chemical reactions could absorb or release energy. Because chemical reactions involve breaking and forming bonds, they involve changing the energy. So the chemical reactions we just said, it's rearrangement of atoms, means that breakdown and building up bonds, right? So that also has a change in the energy. How do energy change affect whether a chemical reaction will occur? Who can give me hypothesis about that? If you raised your hand before, lower it. If you are raising now to answer, keep it up. I repeat the question.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
The question in front of you: how do energy change affect whether a chemical reaction will occur? In different words, do you think the energy change affect how the chemical reaction occur? I see 3 raise their hands. Let's start by Iyad. Iyad?
I just forgot that my hand was
Oh,
risen
I
from
said
the last
if you are raising your hand before, please put it down because I want to see who raising his hand for this question. Yes,
sorry.
that's okay. Yes, yeah, Farhan. Farhan.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam. Tell me, Farhan, do you think the do you think the energy change affect on how the chemical reaction occur?
It could be possible. Chemical reaction that absorb energy will not occur. I'm not pretty sure. But usually energy is released or absorbed when chemical bonds are formed or broken down during chemical reactions. So I think yes.
You think yes. Okay, good. Thank you for your explanation. And here I see from Hassan Alam said, Mr. Chemical reactions that absorb energy will not occur without a source of energy. Oh, so here a change of energy affect on how it's occur. Yeah, excellent, excellent, Hassan Alam, for this explanation. And even Tijan give me terms. I was gonna talk about this Tijan later, but I see hands raised. Let's check with who. Yes, yeah. No, we choose the Abdullah before this. Let's see someone else. Tijan, yes, Tijan.
Yes. So I think that the energy changes will affect the chemical reaction because so if a reaction takes too much energy, then maybe it's a lot harder to for the chemical reaction to take place. So yeah, energy changes can affect the chemical reaction.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you very much. So guys, here we say that chemical reactions that release energy often occur spontaneously. What does it mean spontaneously? Huh? What does it mean spontaneously?
Continuously.
No, without.
Continuously.
Yeah,
Continuously without a break. Again and
continuously,
again and again.
again, and automatically, right? But chemical
Correct, correct.
reactions that absorb energy will not occur without source of energy. So here, change of energy, of course, affect how the chemical reaction occur. The chemical reaction occur different when when the energy is absorbed or the energy is released. Okay, if the chemical reaction release energy, so this chemical reaction occur different way than the chemical reaction absorb energy. So we have two types of chemical reactions. Chemical reactions absorb energy, chemical reactions release energy. And we talked this in before. Who remember the names? By the way, someone sent it to me in the chat, but I want to hear it also. I think who said it in the chat? Yes, Tijan sent it to me. Yes. Who remember what we call the energy that release energy? What we called it in biology on chemistry?
ATP.
Endothermic.
Endothermic.
And exothermic.
Endothermic.
Exothermic. Yeah, exothermic and endothermic.
Excellent, guys. It's exothermic, and endothermic. The exothermic, the one which release energy. The endothermic, the one which absorb
Mixed
energy.
it with a lot of energy.
These things, guys, we talk it in a grade 8. Remember this? Yes.
Yes.
Any question?
Yes.
Yes, Ali Abbas.
No.
Ali Abbas.
Sure,
Yes.
can you explain this in a bowl?
I said the chemical reactions, two types. Chemical reaction that give off energy when it happens, that when you put the reactants together, that give off energy. This is called exothermic reaction. It releases energy. Other reactions, other type, that when you put the reactants together, okay, it needs to give it also energy. It absorbs energy to occur, to change to product. When we mean chemical reaction occur, means that the reactants change to product. Got it? We talk example in the grade 8. I want to remind you, it's the respiration and photosynthesis.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, synthesis.
You showed us outside.
Yeah,
with the leaf.
we said the respiration, glucose, which is charged like a battery, react with the oxygen that give off H2O, water plus CO2 plus energy. This one, by the way, the energy is ATP now, we say. This one, exothermic or endothermic reaction. Quickly. Endothermic?
Exo.
Exothermic.
Yeah.
Exothermic.
Look at the energy. The energy found in the product means that the reactant released energy out. So this is exothermic. Photosynthesis, you have H2O, which has no energy, plus
builds up.
CO2 has no energy, molecule of energy. It's become C6H12O6 sugar and oxygen. So that means the energy stored, is stored in glucose, right? From where the energy,
Yes.
Mustafa, mute your mic, please. From where the energy from the sunlight, or in general light, not only sunlight, by the way, it's wrong to say. Mute your mic. Light, okay? Light, whatever this light from the sun or from the bulb in your room or anywhere, okay? Any light can provide energy for the photosynthesis process. So this energy, photosynthesis energy, is endothermic reaction because endothermic reaction because it absorbs
Because it's absorbing energy.
I hope it's clear for all. When hydrogen gas reacts with oxygen to produce water vapor, it is an energy releasing reaction, exothermic, right? In which energy is given off as heat, given off as heat. So,
Heat.
yeah, okay. And that is happening when there is a high humidity in Yamba, for example. You feel much of heat in the atmosphere.
Yes,
right?
رطوبة.
Yeah,
رطوبة.
yeah. In addition to the humidity, so that's because of formation of water vapor, give off heat. Reversing this reaction would require addition of large amount of energy. So it's hard, by the way, to break down the water molecule. Remember this. Why hard? Because the moving in the opposite, in reverse, requires energy. You need energy to return it back to the H2O to break down, okay, or to do this reaction into oxygen and H2. In order to stay alive, organisms need to carry out reactions that require energy. Because matter and energy are conserved, you know this in chemistry. The matter and energy are conserved.
Yeah, the law.
Yeah,
The
means,
law of
yeah,
matter and energy.
excellent. The law of energy and matter says that, what is it, يا محمد أبو غندر?
Matter and energy cannot be created or destroyed, but can be conserved.
Yes, cannot
And
be
in energy
created.
transformed and transferred.
Yeah, cannot be created nor what?
Broken.
Destroyed.
Yeah, destroyed. Cannot be created or destroyed, but it's changed from form to another form. Okay. So all the energy in the life is conserved. All the matter in the life is conserved. No one can create matter. You just change matter from matter to another matter by chemical reactions. Every organism must have a source of energy to carry out chemical reactions. You need source of energy to do your chemical reactions, to change matter into another matter in your body, to change molecules into proteins, to change protein to another form of protein, even to change carbohydrate into lipids. You need energy or source of energy to carry out this reaction. Plants get their energy from the sun in general, but also they can, inside houses, it gets it from sun or from the bulb or from any source of light. But in general, mostly in the life on the earth, plant gets energy from the sun. Animals get their energy from eating plants or other animals.
Producer and consumer.
Yeah, we just said the plants convert. Look, the plants convert the sunlight and store it in sugars structures, right? So the animals eat the plant to convert or to take the energy which is stored in the sugars which made by the plant. Okay. But what you should know, any chemical reaction, whatever the type of chemical reaction, exothermic or endothermic, whatever the type of reaction, even if the reaction give off energy or absorb energy, this reaction needs activation energy. We talk this in
To make it react, yes, to make it react.
ATP? Okay.
No, wait. Activation energy in chemical reactions that release energy do not always occur spontaneously. Now, we just say it's occurs spontaneously, but not always. It needs like kick to start, okay? Like example, I just want to remind you by this example, the methane gas in your kitchen, it reacts with the oxygen in the atmosphere to give off fire, right? Flame. But now when you switch on the gas gets out of the machine to the atmosphere, does not give fire until you press what?
The button.
The click, the thing, where you click it.
The lighter.
The
lighter button, right? Right? Yes. The lighter. What is the idea of lighter? Why we need to click on the lighter to start the reaction between the methane gas and the oxygen in the atmosphere? Actually, this is the activation energy. By the way, remember this reaction, I just gave example, the methane gas and oxygen, it's exothermic or endothermic reaction? Is it, is it endothermic? Yes, Ali Abbas. Ali Abbas, what? Huh? Ali. Yes, Ali. Is it endothermic or exothermic? Exo. Yes. Yes.
Exo.
It give off heat. That's why we use it for cook, right? So it's exo. It's supposed to be spontaneously, but remember, this kind is not always occur spontaneously. It needs activation energy to start the exothermic reaction. Got it? So chemists call the energy that is needed to get a reaction started activation energy. Remember now, if we what? Just a second. Where's the board? Hey, board, where are you? Who ate the board?
The board was very delicious.
Mister,
Lactic
do we need
itself.
activation energy in endothermic reactions?
Yes, of course. Of course. But now we should compare between the activation energy of exothermic and activation energy in endothermic. Look, guys, listen to me. Now, always we have reactants, change to products in the chemical reaction. Let's start by the exothermic reaction. Let's start by the exothermic. The exothermic reaction, the one which release energy. In this one, which of the following has more energy, reactants or products? Which one more energetic?
Reactants.
The
Reactants,
reaction.
reactants.
Yeah, this
That's
one
what
carry
is-
more energy. And this one has less
energy.
because the energy is released.
Yeah, that's exothermic.
Yeah, that's exo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exothermic, we said. Okay. What if I want to plot them in the graph? The graph tell you here the energy level.
Is high. Yeah.
Wait. And
Oh.
here the energy level, and here
Is
reactants, and here products. I want you to give me bar chart, okay, to describe the energy of the reactants and the products. Now let's start by the reactants. The reactants, the bar chart supposed to be higher or shorter than the product one?
Higher.
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 Lower, lower,
Higher.
lower, lower.
The
No,
reactants,
higher.
Reactants higher.
Yeah,
Products
Reactants should be
lower.
higher than
Reactants should
product.
be higher.
Product should be lower.
Reaction should be higher.
Higher.
easy, guys. Easy. Listen, look at this. Look at this, please. This is the energy level. As you move up, it's higher energy. Okay, higher energy. Now the reactants carry energy more than the products. So it's supposed to be the reactants bar chart is higher. Okay? I can use plot chart, not bar chart. I will erase this. Focus with me to understand the graph, okay? Because we have 2 minutes. We need to finish this idea before finish the time. I can use like plot chart, like this.
Measurable region, yes?
Wait. And here. Okay? So, in this case, you can see how the reactants energy is higher than the product's energy. And as you know, the reactants need to change to product and the energy is out. That's why the product energy is less than the reactants energy. But to change the reactants into products, you need to activate the reactants. How to activate the reactants? By raising its energy little bit. And this is what we called it, activation energy. So we have to make the reactants energy higher little bit to here. Okay? Then
and then go down.
Then the reactants change to product.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
wrong
okay.
to draw it like this, because in this case means that the reactants change to product without raising its energy,
Energy.
Yeah, we need to raise its energy little bit to the activation
So, Mr.
energy.
The activation energy is higher than the normal energy
Yeah,
needed for the
yalla,
reaction.
yeah, we will disconnect and connect again. Please don't late, okay?
Okay.
On time, quickly, bye.
Okay. Bye.